Hello and welcome back to another Yellow Case tutorial. I'm going to show you here how to make sure that specific file types open in the program of your choice. Now, I got an email with a very good question. A client of mine was wondering why when he double clicked on a file, this just so happened to be a TIFF file, that it wouldn't open automatically in Adobe Photoshop. Now, as usual, we're on a Mac, so what I'm going to show you here applies only to the Mac. I have three images on my desktop. One's a TIFF, one's a PSD, one is a JPEG. You'll notice at the end of the file name that the three-letter extension refers to the file type. And depending on how I have my computer currently set up to open files, double-clicking on any one of these files may open a specific program. For example, if I double-click on this TIFF and double-click, it automatically opens Photoshop. However, if I double click on this JPEG, it automatically opens the program preview. Now that's how I have it set up on my computer. That's how I like it. I don't work on JPEGs in Photoshop. That's not my workflow. So I like to be able to open them up in preview quickly and not have to launch Adobe Photoshop, which takes a little bit longer to launch. I'm going to go ahead and close this by clicking on the red X. What I'm going to do is show you how to decide which program will be opening a specific extension. For example, I can make it so that this specific file only opens in Photoshop. Only this file, not all files like it. Or I can decide all PSDs, such as this file, all of them, anything with the extension PSD opens in Photoshop or Preview or whatever image editing program I like to use most. Very easy. Select the file. You can go to the top of your screen, File, Get Info, or you can go to the file, Control or right click on it, and select Get Info from the drop down menu. When you do that, you get all this really nifty information about the file, one of which is Open With. All you need to do is expand that area by clicking on the arrow and select the program that you would like this image to open in. And you'll notice you'll get a list of other image editing software here. You can also pick Other to navigate to the program that you want to use to open it. Now, very important, if I change this, for example, to Adobe Flash, it will change it so that this image alone will open in Adobe Flash. If I want all images like it, all images that end in PSD to open in Adobe Flash, I need to use this button and I'll click on Change All. It'll warn you that that action cannot be undone and you either accept or deny that. I'm going to put this back on Photoshop because that is really what I want for all my PSD images. I'll click on Change All. You'll notice it says, are you sure you want to change all similar documents to open with the application Adobe Photoshop CS4? This change will apply to all documents with extension .psd. You click on Continue, and that's it. Anytime now that I double click on an image ending in PSD, it'll open in Photoshop. Let's do another one. I'm going to select the TIFF image. I'm going to right click and select Get Info. And under the Open With, it says that I'm opening all TIFFs with CS4, Adobe Photoshop CS4. I'll click on Change All, Continue, and that's it. Now I like my JPEGs to open in Preview, so I'm going to open that. You'll notice that's already set to open in Preview. So it's pretty simple. Now when I double click on my images, they will open in the program of my choice. That's it. Pretty simple, and hope that helped.